Environmentalists warn that hundreds of miles of ocean that surround some Hawaiian islands, considered sacred by locals, could be at risk from potential debris from SpaceX rocket ships. The warning comes after the Federal Aviation Administration gave SpaceX CEO Elon Musk the green light to launch his rockets over these protected waters in May. SpaceX first sought approval from the FAA to launch its Starship Super Heavy project in 2022. The following year, it was granted a license to launch the Starship 5 times a year, proposed increasing that number to 25 last year. SpaceX's current launch base is in Boca Chica, Texas, encompassed by a state park and federal wildlife refuge. 10 Starship rockets have attempted to launch from the site. Most have exploded, sending shrapnel and debris into the Gulf and Mexico and as far as the Indian Ocean. Musk now aims to expand where his debris from his Starships can land in the Pacific Ocean to an area about 75 times larger than his originally proposed impact zone. This larger area would include 8 main Hawaiian islands, including a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Wildlife experts warn that potential rocket debris landing in this area threatens thousands of animals and the ecology of critically endangered habitats that were previously given legal protections by the Biden administration. Environmentalists argue the FAA failed to get input from those in Hawaii, including government officials and residents. However, the agency isn't legally required to get their input, citing the debris would fall outside the residential areas of the 50th state. Musk has contended his experimental rocket launches are key to humanity's survival, with the goal of one day colonizing Mars. He asserts potential environmental harm to the Earth's oceans is a necessary risk to further space exploration. Musk has criticized past FAA environmental assessments, deeming them unnecessary, including some sarcasm, claiming if a Starship hit a whale, the whale had it coming, noting the remarkably rare chance of such an event occurring. Scientists and environmentalists, however, accuse the FAA of rushing its assessment due to alleged influence from companies tied to Musk that were involved in the agency's assessment. They argue Musk's cuts to FAA staff earlier this year through his Department of Government Efficiency and threats to sue the agency played a role in the favorable assessment. The FAA acknowledges Musk-tied companies are legally able to provide assessments to the agency, but note the findings are carefully reviewed by federal officials who issue the final report. For more on this story, download the Shader News app or visit SAN.com.